Hey everyone, welcome back to James's Repair Shop. Well, I'm down here in Holtville, Southern California, at the hot springs. So yeah, I'm here for a few days set up. I went to hot springs this morning. It was pretty good. Not very crowded. It's a good time to go. But anyway, what I'm doing today is this window regulator slide, or guide rather, right here. So I'm going to pull the door panel off and we'll install this guide. Now I want to talk a little bit about another method of doing this that I saw on the Florida Van Man, and I like his way of doing it as well, and it's a lot cheaper and it probably lasts a lot longer. So first thing, take this piece of trim off here in the door. Now I loosened it. Just push it with your thumb forward, set it aside. You'll need it later. And then there's this piece of trim has to come off. Now I'm working without a tripod right now, so or any kind of a stick. I'm just using the phone by hand. So I'm going to set you down. I'll pull this off. And I remember, if I remember correctly, you can just pry up on it and get it out of there. This whole piece like that. And it'll come right off. Yeah, just like that. And then inside of there are two screws. Well, one screw right here. They're T30 screws. One right there, and I've had these out, and I think there's another one up under the switch, but let me get these off and I'll show you. I got the one T30 out of here, and there should be another one under the switches right here. Get them out of the way without breaking stuff. There it is, and there's another one right here, and there are two of these thumb screws that hold this lower, like a mat pocket on, so I'm just going to set that aside. They're easy to do. Just turn them. There's two of them, one each side. No screws that I'm aware of down here that I can remember, but I need to take this screw out to get the door panel off, and I'll have to unplug these switches. So just remember, when you're taking the switches off here, which one is for the driver's door or the passenger's door, whichever one you're working on, and the white one is for the driver's door, because you'll need to move the regulator up and down. I'm also going to get some duct tape to hold this window up right here, so it doesn't fall down on me, because I'll be unhooking the regulator arm. So I taped up the window. I didn't have any duct tape. I thought I had some. So I just used some packing tape. Not ideal, but it'll work. I got both screws out, T30 screws. I got the plug all done, so I'm going to pull that up. Got the helicopter going over. I guess it's they've been flying pretty heavy today. It's only about a mile from the border, so they're monitoring pretty close. Anyway, so let's get this door panel up into place, and I think I should be able to just lift up on it like so, and I'm going to set you guys down because I have to put those plugs through the hole there. This white cable, white plastic covered cable, it goes to the door latch, to the door handle. So to do that, let's see if I can get you spun around here. There's this white clip. It just flicks up, and when it's in place, the cable goes through like so, and the green part on that cable, grab it again, just sits in a little socket there. Easy to come out, but be careful with the white clip, because it felt kind of brittle to me, but it didn't break, so but be careful with it. Focus. Not gonna. There we go. So be careful with that white clip. So I got the window down where I can get at it. Now I'm going to pull this regulator off. I'm going to have to get a crescent wrench, I think, to help with this. These are in really tight, so I'll get back to you as I get them out. Got them loosened up. I had to put a crescent wrench on my screwdriver, and that's why, if you ever wonder why they're hexagon shaped, that's what you do it for. Gives you a little extra boost like that. So that's all good. So I'm going to continue taking all the screws out, and I loosened them all, so I know they're good. And then we'll deal with the window regulator. Oh yeah, before you take the window regulator off, retape the window, because I almost forgot to do that. And here it is right there. So now for this piece. The 4 bolts are out, and they had, I just wanted to show you, blue Loctite on them. That's why they're in there tight. So if you want to redo this the way it was, you will get some blue Loctite. And that's why they're in there. I don't have any, so I'm just going to do what I have to work with. This is warm out today, and this grease is hard. So this is not going to work well. So preventive maintenance, if you have one of these vans, you might want to take it off and clean all this before you have a broken piece. But for now, I'm going to take this out, take this old broken one out, and then I'm going to get some parts cleaner and some cloth, and we're going to clean all that old grease out because I'm going to put new grease in. Got my parts cleaner. Found my duct tape too, by the way. It was with the parts cleaner. So I'll just going to get some grease in the grease cleaner in there. Try not to get it everywhere. All right, let me get this cleaned up and I'll be right back. All cleaned up. I got some white lithium grease here. I'm just going to run a bunch in, and I'm going to spread it all around. And hopefully this will be better. You got to get up in the top too. I'll run that into my finger. Hold on, set that aside. And my little finger should fit in there. Get that grease in. So that's a Lucas oil white lithium grease. It's supposed to be high temperature. Probably way too much grease in there, but where's my new piece? First I need to put the new piece on the regulator. So let's get that done. I got the new piece on and it just clips over that pin that's there. And I'm working with one hand and videoing with the other. So I'm trying to get this in and it just slides along. All right, I gotta do it with two hands. Hold on. Slid in there easily once I had two hands to work with. So now I'm gonna put the window back up a little bit, bring this regulator back down to the bolt holes, get her all bolted together, and we'll try it out. Got all the screws back in. Just gonna pull my tape off, like so. Get rid of that tape. Switch hands, and we'll run the window up and down. Oh yeah. That's a lot quieter. Now, I'll wipe off some of that excess of grease. Doesn't need quite that much on there. Give it a little wipe. Just doesn't collect the dust too much. There. Whoops. All right, so there we are. I wiped a little bit of the grease off, extra grease. Less grease, less dust on it. But that's it. Nice and smooth. All right, so I wanted to tell you about that Florida van man. So right in here, he used, instead of that black plastic piece I put on, he used a 3/8 lock ring, or lock washer, split lock washer. I think it was a 3/8. And you opened it up a little bit and you thread it on like a keychain. And then when you get it on, before you put it in the track, you squish it together with pliers and slip it in. But go watch his video. I'll link it in the description because it was worth watching. If you're stuck on the road, that's a really cheap, quick way to get this back on the go again. So yeah, go watch the Florida Van Man. He does a lot of TN1 Sprinter stuff. He has in the past. Go give him a watch. And he does this. He only did this about a month ago. And now I'm going to get this door panel back on, and that'll be good for this door. There we go. She's all back together. Not a difficult job at all. Look at that. Wow, I missed that, having that window to go up and down. All these checkpoints around here has been getting a bit frustrating. Well, there we go. From sunny Southern California, Holtville Hot Springs, got herself a door repair done. Anyway, go check out the Florida Van Man. He has a way to do it with a split lock washer. 3/8, I believe, like I mentioned earlier. I'm going to go ahead and clean the grease out of the passenger side one because I'm going to head north with this van, and it'll still be cold out and I don't want to break that one. Well, that's it for this one, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.